What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're back in our gas course project, an action RPG built from scratch using Unreal Engine 5, C++, the gameplay ability system plugin, all that good stuff. So today I wanted to kind of take a break from what the usual stuff that we're working on with this gas course project, which is currently, camera and targeting and stuff like that. I just wanted to make some sort of fun side perk just to try some things out and, just something a little more creative rather than just the whole camera targeting and all that stuff. And I want to make like a perk for like projectile based abilities where you can have it ricochet to nearby targets within a specific range, and maybe it does like some sort of fall off damage or something like that. So that's what we're going to work on today, because we have like a basic, projectile ability here. So it'd be nice if I were to like, hit one, it'll go find the next one, and kind of like bounce through, and maybe keep track of the targets and everything like that, just so it doesn't like ping pong back and forth between two targets. So that's what we're going to work on today. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do this in blueprints first. And then we'll see what we can actually bring into C++ and things like that. So I definitely want to first gate things by a gameplay tag. So we'll create a new manage gameplay effect. So we have effect, gameplay, and we'll do a perk. Perk.projectile.ricochet, I think is a good one. And let's go ahead, first for the sake of keeping it all gas friendly here. Let's go ahead and make a perks. That's perks folder. And we're going to go ahead and create a gas course gameplay effect. We'll say so GE underscore perk underscore projectile ricochet. And it would be fun too if we can make like an attribute that'll control like how many bounces it can possibly do. So this has to be an infinite duration. Stacking type aggregate by target. Make sure we can only stack once. So now the components, we're going to do a tag one. So I believe we're definitely going to have to do an asset tag. So let's add one there. Then we also need a brand tags the target actor tag. And we'll do a perk. Okay, so we got to update our project settings or remapping. So own tags remapping. So right effect, right? Yeah, there you go. Or no, effect. Is it effect.gameplay is how I would have to write that? Probably. That should be good, right? And then here. Okay, so it's going to have to be just effect, I think. Okay, so we're good. So we have effect.asset tag. And then we'll do gameplay.perk. Gameplay.perk. Dot, I guess, projectile. Dot ricochet. So we'll add the asset tag and we'll add the owned tag like that. Perfect. Now, we basically should say like get instigator, get ability system component, valid, I suppose. Has matching gameplay tag. And then it's going to be perk. Be ricochet. Something along those lines. We should also be able to let's delete some unused variables here. We got, for some reason, this one. Oh, there's a whole mess of stuff in there. So how should the ricochet really work? Like, we basically have to deal damage, send a gameplay event. Basically, from this point, we gotta tell it to like ricochet if it can. So we definitely need a new one here. So there's the targeting preset. Maybe I could duplicate this. So DT, projectile, ricochet, target, preset. And it really should just sort by distance. Yeah, target selection stuff. So the data, so sphere, sure. Collision, character mesh. Good thing that it's a curve table, everything like that. Eventually we'll have to make this more data driven, I suppose, but for now, let's not really worry about that part. So what we can do, you gotta do a couple things, I believe. We need to track all the hit actors. So hit targets. It's gonna be an actor array. We're gonna add unique hit actor here. That now we gotta say, hey, if we want to ricochet, if it's true, we gotta do, I think, this collision. So add ignore, or is there like ignore actor when moving. We're gonna do hit actor already, because we don't want it to collide with the same target again, just because I think that'll cause some bugs that we should just be aware of. So if it's true, we do that. If not, we kind of destroy the actor. Then we have to get the targeting subsystem, I believe. I should just say get target subsystem. So async request. Do this, add event, custom event, sure. So ricochet targeting preset. For now, we'll just make that a variable. Not a problem. Source context, we can definitely make it. So source actor is gonna be self, I believe, because we want to get the location of the projectile. Instigator actor is gonna be instigator. Source location, again, I guess I could just say get actor location. Source object, I guess, could also be self. So start async request with handle. We can make this a variable as well. So target handle might be enough. So we have the callback. So targeting completed. You can get the handle, but we need to get the targeting system as well. because I want to read the target. So let's see, target. So get results from here. Next, we gotta find the previous hit actor. So I don't know if this being a async request is gonna be problematic or not, because maybe what I can do is, in addition to ignoring the previous actor, I could just turn off collision, set collision, enabled, no collision. And then when we get to this point, we can turn it back on. I just don't know what this is going to look like in multiplayer. We're probably going to get some bugs with it. So we're going to do, what's the collision profile we have on it? Projectile, but it's set to collision enabled. We probably don't even need to do collision enabled, but like just query and physics. Since we're doing hit, we're probably going to need to do physics only. Let's look at the collision. There's projectile. Projectile. Let's try physics only. So everything we just added shouldn't break anything. Okay, so yeah. So I guess it's a query only. Okay. So I guess we're not doing physics, which is fine. So we say collision query here. Then we say, okay, we gotta find this one, and then is valid index. If true, I guess we could save this. So found targets. Found index. This will be cleaner once we move this to C++. For now, we're just doing it dirty. So is it a valid index? Yes. Then we gotta remove item. Or can I just do remove index, I suppose? Found index. If it's not, then we can just get found targets. I guess we can also say first and foremost. We gotta make sure this array is not empty. So we can say is empty, or I guess it should say is not empty, just so the true execution path will handle the logic. Let's just move you over here. So if it is empty, then we just destroy actor. If it's not empty, then yeah, we do what we want to do. So we remove the index if it's found, because again, we don't want to get the same target as before. So we find it, we remove it, and then I guess we just need to because at this point, if we remove that index, if it's the only one that it found, I guess we have to check and do it again. And then it should sort this by default, right? Because we sort by distance. So we want to get the closest one. So we should just be able to get this. We'll do an is valid check, of course. If it is valid, then we gotta do some basically we gotta do some vector math. So let's do a reroute for this path as well. I wonder if we're gonna get this right on the first try either. That'll be impressive. So let's do something like, new target. Okay. But yeah, we gotta move this reroute to there. All right, so new target. So we gotta do a couple of different things, I think, because I don't want to spawn a brand new one. I just want to change the the direction essentially. So what would I have to do? Because we got projectile stuff. We got is homing projectile. Let's make sure we do set homing target component. And then we get the new target. I guess we could just do get component by class. The target? PP, no, not PP target component. So I know I do this in C++. Let's look at the projectile class. Begin play it. We get the gas course character. So get targeting scene component. Okay. Hey, how are you? By the way, I do custom artwork for streamers and web design too. If you're down to check it out, just drop your Discord or any social, I'll get in touch. I appreciate it, but no thank you. So how do I handle this? I guess I would have to make that exposed. Because there's no way for me to get that. I'll get the root component for now. Set that as the homing target. Now I don't remember if I have to set the rotation or set velocity maybe. So the velocity is going to be equal to I guess speed. Get initial speed times, no, not by pi. We want to change this to a vector, and it's got to be this the look at between self. So I guess get actor location. Find look at. This one, get actor location. Rotation. X vector. I don't know if I'll need to normalize it, but I should, just to be safe. Excuse me, just to be safe. I think that's it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this on the first try correctly. So let's see what happens. I gotta grant myself this perk. So let's look at the player, the ability set for the player. There is granted gameplay effects. So perk. So it should happen 4 times, I guess. Let's just see what happens. Okay. It didn't work. Let's see. I mean, it was bound to happen, right? So we got here. So we do have it ricochet. Okay, so the async doesn't happen. Let's just see if it gets a callback. Okay, so it does. So we got 4 targets. So we have a valid index. And we got 3, which is good. We got the new target, which is good. Seems like all is well. Hmm. All right, let's look at the, I guess, the scene outliner. That's not helping me much. Da, 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 da. Set homing. True. Let's see what happens if I don't turn on collision again either. I just want to see. Okay. So is there something in the C++ class? We have the tick. Okay. So it should technically work, right? Let me draw a debug sphere. Good. U. Duration, 2 seconds, 2 thickness. White is fine. We should just see the circle around, yeah, a different target, right? So it should ricochet to him. Am I doing something here? So we apply damage, we send the hit event, do the camera shake, we do the targeting. So we get all the way here. I'm not doing anything to turn off the trail, right? No. Huh. So disable homing based on dot product. Maybe if I turn that off? No. Initial speed. Rotation follows velocity. There's bouncing, which is different. Can I draw debug arrow? I'm going to do a bunch of debug drawing now. So line start. It's going to be at get actor location. Line end. It's going to be this. Whoops. Plus, I guess initial speed is okay. Arrow size, we'll do 5. Color, we'll do white. Duration, thickness 2. So we should see an arrow be drawn to that same target. Which it looks like, yeah. So all the math is mathing, but what's happening to this projectile? Is there event on destroyed or destroyed? Event destroyed. Let me just print it. I am destroyed. Okay, so I am destroyed does get called. So what is calling it? Is there like a lifespan? Or is it in the ability? No, commit ability, spawn actor. So what could possibly be destroying this bad boy? So we're playing a gameplay queue of impact. Apply damage. Send that. Ignore, set collision. I just want to know what's destroying it again. We throw, and then gets destroyed. So is it the lifespan? Maybe. Let's make life. Because it's 0.5. Let's make it 2 seconds, just for the sake of sharing something. Okay, so it does stick there. So why doesn't it move? Let's print. Oh, wait, maybe also it's the whole homing thing. No, disable homing on dot product. Let's look at the velocity real quick. I mean, the velocity seems good enough. Maybe I can just get rid of the homing stuff. Yeah, it's strange that it doesn't move. Um, and again, I'm not doing anything, right? So on begin play, ignore after when moving, the instigator, which is us. Yeah, because at this point it ticks on every frame. So I think it's always disabling homing, but like, I'm curious why this. It should just go straight upwards at this point if I did it correctly, which it doesn't. Um, am I disabling? So enable active. Is that active? Guess let's just make sure it's active. No. It's so strange that it's not moving. I don't think that tick's gonna do anything, is it? No. Because again, I don't want to have to spawn a completely new one again. That's so disappointing. Now, is it an issue with on component like hit? It kind of stops the actor from moving again? Um, like it's not gonna do overlaps, is it? Let's just see what happens. Yeah, because it feels like when we do unhit, kind of stops this in its place and just doesn't go again. Let's see, UE5, projectile can't move after on hit. Why the projectile can't move? Let's see, the situation, the projectile can move in blueprint or in a map, blah, blah, blah. So projectile can't move. Okay. So how to continue a projectile's movement? Okay, so I got to add an impulse to it. Hmm. Okay. So it's kind of recommending to do the bounce. Let's see what happens. Let's go projectile movement. Boom, boom. Should bounce. Interesting. Where did that go? Okay. Should bounce. Let's try add impulse. Okay. So I have to simulate physics on that? Weird. Okay, so that doesn't really make it. that doesn't help anything. Um, cool. So yeah, let's not simulate physics. I just add an impulse. No. Let me turn everything back on. Let's do bounciness again. And let's just see what happens. Kind of. But again, it should, for some reason, it's picking the other target again. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I don't have to do add unique, but just add. Almost. But yeah, for some reason, it's like we should get to this breakpoint, right? Okay, so I think that's actually, maybe it's an ordering problem. Um, Actually, let's do that. Let's see. Let's see. Targeting system. Can I do anything with this handle? Clear. Handle. Remove request handle. Yeah, the fact that it just bounces back is what's confusing me now. Because it should just, go from boom, boom, and then to somebody else entirely. So let's break this down again. So we add the hit actor into our hit targets array, right? Okay, this is the problem. So we say we gotta find, so found targets. No, okay, this is right. So we're finding if the current hit actor is in there. Okay, so we actually have to make sure. I think it has to be like an and. Let's think this through for a second. So if the found target's an act, so if the hit actor, because the hit actor is definitely gonna be in the hit target. So we gotta basically, we can't really compare arrays, but can we insert identical, find contains items. So we hit the first guy, then we go to the second guy, right? So we gotta basically say, is the, I guess we gotta say is the best guy here. So let's see. And maybe that's okay. Let's do slow motion. No, still bounces. So this is where the problem is lying. Essentially here. Let's move this aside and think about it. So first we check if the found targets array is not empty. Then we gotta say, hey, out of the found targets, is the first guy, because it's sorted, is he already in this? If true, we want to remove it. And I guess we can just remove index 0, right? And then maybe we can go back to this. Or it's going to be a null pointer or something. So maybe I don't need this entire sec. I do need to turn this back on, though. Hold on. Let's bring you here. Maybe that will work. So let's slow down a little bit. Okay. No. Oh. So if this is false, so I think we gotta do this. So if it's true, do this. If it's false, do something over here, right? So we'll just grab you. Whoops. It's gonna be looking messy. Oh, we can take out this breakpoint. Not breakpoint, but you know what I mean. Branch. This should be good. Keyword should, right? Okay. So it does reach the second guy, but the collision doesn't seem to come back on. So we just gotta do that, I think. Oh, so close. Why is that break? So boom, boom. But yeah, it goes back. I feel like we're back at square one, right? So if the first found target is in here, we want to remove that index. And then if it's not empty, do that. All right, let's do a breakpoint. Do boom. So found targets 3. Do it again. 3. So we got 3, 1, 2. And then 1, 2, 0. I feel like it's... Yeah, for some reason. Not doing what I'm hoping it would do. So let's look. Boom. So we hit the first guy, goes to the second guy. See, that was almost correct. So boom, boom, boom. Then it kind of just goes back. And then just kind of lives on. This ricochet thing, let's just make this 5,000. So it just goes back. So change target. Let's look at the hit targets. So 0 is in there. And then 0, 3. Oh, okay. I think I know why. Yeah, all right, I have to do some weird things here. So let's do, so found targets, let's do for each. So if it's contained in hit targets, because I think I got to maybe like a reverse. And then I can do this. I feel like this is going to get messy, but we'll try. Slow down time a little bit. There it is. So boom, 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 boom. That looks pretty cool. So psh, psh, psh. That can get pretty wild. Like psh, 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 psh. So that'll be an interesting way to like proc damage over time stuff. I like that. That's cool. That ended up looking cooler than I was hoping. So I can get rid of the debug stuff. I have to move some stuff to C++ at this point. I don't know what's going to work and what's not going to work in multiplayer. We can try. Oh no. Congrats, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so I think it's because it's not in the same. I have that setting where it's not in the same like instance or something, and that's why it's taking so long. So that guy looks okay. Message null. And it goes to the player as well. Yeah, okay. Let's get out of here. Yeah, there's a lot of problems here. So there's a return should filter target thing. There was a bunch of stuff in the output log that I want to look at, right? A null object was passed as a world context object. Where? Oh, a new blueprint. Is there a new blueprint somewhere? What is that? I feel like, yeah, let me go in project settings or editor settings. There should be like a multiplayer. Use split screen, so world origin rebasing. Maybe it's editor preferences then. Launch separate server. Yeah, run under one process. That's what I wanted. Okay. But yeah, this is where the I am GUI thing breaks. So can I like do a failsafe here? So not sure. What did I want accomplish? So definitely want to get that fixed because that's an annoying little thing. Yeah, that is cool, huh? I'm glad we finally figured it out. It's about, so the problem really was about making sure that the found targets and already hit targets, that array was kind of cleared out appropriately. So I want to see if I can figure out this problem with the client. There seems to be something with the log. But we'll only stream for like, I don't know, 25, 30 more minutes or something. Okay, so it seems like it's stuck at 75%. Let's relaunch the editor again. All right, so yeah, now it's loaded correctly. Cool. Okay. We gotta make sure we don't crash again. I wonder. Yeah, let's not worry about client, I guess, at the moment. I want to fix that problem though. But yeah, what we can do, potentially, we can also filter by actor class. Maybe we will just want to ignore player character. And we want NPC face. So that'll fix the problem where the projectile was kind of going towards the other player. But yeah, I think that'll be a very cool kind of perk to have. So you're just kind of wrecking people and it's bouncing and everything. And I guess we're saving on performance, quote unquote, because we're not spawning new projectiles like every single time. Like we are spawning one projectile when I'm throwing it from the hand. And I did watch some video about object pooling and stuff like that. I don't know if it's gonna be necessary, but we got that going for us, and it's built behind a perk, which is nice. So ideally, we could move like all of this into like C++ inside of the the projectile. I guess the actual projectile class itself, not the projectile component. I just wonder if it'll still kind of work. So I guess we could try doing that. So let's go into the projectile. So I think what we need to do, I'm going to create. So U property. It's going to be edit anywhere, blueprint read only, category, ricochet, And we'll say bool b can ricochet. Now we're going to do something similar as well, because we might want to control, like maybe the projectile itself has built-in ricochet, or we can say, I think it has to be f gameplay tag query. I'm going to say ricochet tag requirements. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick break now. All right, we're back. Sorry for that. So we have the flag here. Now, how best to kind of handle this? Because we have the on hit. Because I know I'll have to bind to that, I believe. I just forget how to do that in C++. Let's see. UE5, C++, bind to collision shape on hit event. Let's look. No. Yeah, this is where we need to do it. This one. So we need to take that. Does it matter the category? Under protected. Should be able to generate that. What broke? That broke. Okay. Now Then we gotta bind it somehow on begin play, right? This one, yeah. So this one. This class hit that. Now, yeah, past this point is where our logic will be going in C++. Definitely would need to. There have to be a call to the parent function, I think, right? At some point. But what do we need? So we have the ricochet here. We need 2 arrays. They could be private, I think. Well, not even. So we're going to do just one. So it's going to be, is it T array, U actor, or A actor? Hit targets. I just make this a U property. And then I would have to say, you know, on hit, other actor. So essentially that takes out this part. And I guess, yeah, on begin play, I would have to do this check as well. So we do something like that. Then we say, how should I write this? So you say like if B can ricochet, wait. I guess we say if not, then we could say B ricochet equals let's do if a gas course character, instigator, actor equals cast a gas course character, instigator, or like get instigator. Then we could say, so F gameplay tag container owned tags equals instigator actor get ability system component get owned gameplay tags, and then I could say own tags matches query, and then I could just put in my query, right? Something like that. So we get, that's where we could tell if we're going to ricochet. So now we can get the, so on hit, I'm just going to open this up on my other monitor so we can write this 1-to-1. Now I can say, so projectile, collision component, ignore actor when moving, other actor. Do I have to do like that or that? Oh, and B should ignore that. Projectile collision comp. Set collision enabled. Could be E collision enabled. No collision. Like so. And now, yeah, this is where we need to get the targeting preset here. We'll grab that. Is it U targeting preset? Yeah. So ricochet targeting preset. That. So I have to get the subsystem, I think. So am I able to say, like, what's the targeting subsystem? So you targeting subsystem. Targeting subsystem equals get targeting. So get target subsystem. Not sure what the best way for that is. Let's Google it. So UI C++ get subsystem. Or can I say you? Wonder if that's valid. Not sure if that's going to be valid or not. We'll do if targeting. I guess I could move this also to a if statement. Targeting subsystem. Start async request with handle. Now I gotta do a completion delegate. So the target preset, target preset, comma. So I have to make source context as well. So F const or so F targeting source context. So F targeting source context. Target context equals, or can I just say that? So instigator actor equals get instigator targeting source context dot source actor equals this targeting source context dot source location equals get actor location dot object. So now I have to make a delegate handle. I forgot how to write that in C++ as well. So UEFI C++, create delegate handle. Blueprints, I get a targeting request handle. So I need something like this. If I say like, so believe that's correct, but I think I have to, in here, I have to make a U function. I don't know if it has to be protected or not. So U function, so it is like that. So on target, what's the best way to say this? So on target request completed. I don't know if it needs to be like that or like that. I guess it has to be like that. Or is it the opposite way? Where it's like, void. And then, so target request handle, something like that. Now I should be able then to say, so completed delegate, whoops, dot add, right? So there's execute and function name is bound. So bind U function. If I say like this, and then I don't know if that's gonna work. Honestly, I don't know. So UE log, so where is it supposed to be? Log. I forgot even how to UE log. Log temp, warning, text, target, request completed. So let's see. Let's see if we even get that far. And then I think we'll call it a day. Let's see if we can even compile, honestly. Moment of truth. Okay. Close. Okay, so F target request handle. Okay, so do we have to include targeting system types? Let's see. Targeting system. No. Definitely not getting the correct include here. Um, what could I be missing? Let's see what the problematic line is. So it's this one? Yes. Interesting. Why? Do I have to include types? No. Hmm. Request handle. Maybe I have to say. Maybe say that? No, it's still a problem. I should probably just make also a variable from that. Current target handle. Still gonna give me a Compile error. It's a linking error, which means I'm not including something, and I'm not sure what I'm not including, you know? So F targeting request handle. That's what it seems like I'm not doing correctly here. So it's under targeting system types. So gameplay targeting, source, targeting public. All right, let's try to include that full directory. So hash include gameplay targeting system, public, types, targeting system types. No. Am I missing it in the header file? No. I know this is not going to give me the answer that I'm hoping for. So I fixed 2 of the 3 remaining errors. I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. So I think this means you have a function in your header file that doesn't exist in your CPP. So there's our tick. There's our begin play. Here's our targeting request completed. Here's the on hit. Here's the rep. What else could it be? Let's just say for the sake of getting errors, let's really get some errors, you know? Okay, so syntax missing. Okay, so we're back to square one. So document hierarchies. Like that all should work, you know? In theory. Unresolved share instruct target request handle. I wonder. Now, if I were to say, so targeting subsystem request, so execute targeting request. It needs the target preset, and it needs what? targeting source context. And it also needs the completed delegate. I'm assuming it's going to give me the same problem, but maybe not. Yeah, same problem. Now, do I need to include gameplay targeting system? That shouldn't make a difference. Maybe it's this uncompleted delegate. Maybe it's... I don't know. Is it like a... Is it like a type of like... Is it like this? Or is it more of like a... This kind of thing? And I need to return targeting request handle or something. Maybe the signature is just wrong. Unreachable code. Let's not worry about that. No, still a problem. So there's a completion dynamic delegate. Is that the kind that we made? Yes. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff here. Make it void. Yeah, what is going on? I do not know. We do request handle, we get the completion delegate. Request data initialize. Execute a bound. This is still a problem, right? Yeah. So just something about this. Which is annoying, for sure. I don't understand why. So no. Blah, blah, blah. It's quite a lot. Okay, we got some errors in our projectile now. So that's fun stuff. Mm-hmm. So I guess I gotta say like blueprint, rewrite, edit defaults only. Category, ricochet. Okay, for now, I'll move this to protected. But yeah, I gotta figure out what's wrong with this line here. We'll have to debug that eventually. So let's just confirm that everything still works. And then I think we'll call it a day. All right. I should still be able to plug this in. And hopefully it'll still work. Yes. I wonder if it should store the same number. Like, obviously, maybe there should be like some sort of like fall off damage. But yeah, it still works. We gotta just figure out this linker error. So I just want to see the error one more time. Now there should be also like targeting subsystem, make target request handle. There's execute targeting request. Right, that's definitely the one I need. So yeah, let's just see this error one more time, just so I have it in my mind. And then yeah, we'll end the stream probably. And we'll come back to this maybe tomorrow. Because it'll be fun to get this to work, and then we'll jump back into the targeting thing. It's just nice to do something else for funsies, you know? Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, public struct, targeting request handle. Wonder, did anyone else get this? Boom, boom, boom. So maybe I do have to add it to my dependencies. Where would that be? Build. I do have targeting system. Like targeting systems right there. Doesn't have to be in the U. Well, the U project. It's enabled. Let's try. Let's just see this. Let's just see if that makes a difference. Unless it's called like gameplay targeting system or something. I'm not sure. Most likely this will still fail. Yeah, okay. So let's get you out. Now, is there anything called like gameplay targeting? No. So there's public and then there's also private. I don't think this needs to be both public and private, but we'll say targeting system. Yeah, it would be nice to get this in C++ just to make it performant, a little more performant, I suppose. So maybe that's what we'll try to finish up this week, try to figure out what this linker error is truly about. Because, yeah, that doesn't fix it either. Unresolved external symbol. Whenever I'm trying to do this. So it's blueprint call. So maybe it's the fact that it's blueprint callable? No. Maybe I could just do execute targeting request. Is that something I already did? Probably. Target request methods. I'm not sure. So we'll just add a to-do here. To-do. Figure out why we get... Yeah, that's just a error and a half. So it's referenced in protected. Maybe it has to be public. Last time, I swear. I hope this works. No. Shit. Okay. Yeah, so it's referenced here. I guess they don't need to be public. I don't know. I feel like it has to do something with the signature, I think. But we'll have to try this some other time. So hopefully we'll be back tomorrow, if not sometime during next week. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. If you're watching from YouTube, I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to me there. And if you're watching me from Twitch, make sure to follow me and subscribe to me from Twitch as well. So again, thanks for watching, and have a good remaining rest of your weekend.